I look a little creepy with a straight black background. I'm just out on my porch. It's nighttime when I'm recording this, and I have lights in front of me, but not behind me, and it just behind me is my backyard, so it looks kind of creepy. All right, so we are going to do more algebra today. It is going to be very similar to yesterday, but harder. So make sure that you are paying attention and listening. The best thing you can do is stay focused. Even if it sounds like I'm speaking another language, keep watching, because eventually you will pick up on some things, I promise. So we are going to do some algebra. Today we're going to be working on grouping symbols, and we are going to be working with double parentheses, also known as brackets. So one parenthesis is going to look like the parenthesis that we've come to know and love. I'm trying to use my finger on this one, and I'm using a different computer. So parentheses that look like this, we're very familiar with those, but we're going to see some parentheses today that look like, there we go, like this. And I'm not quite sure why. There we go. There's a little bit of a lag tonight in my internet. So the curvy ones are called parentheses, and the straight ones are called brackets. Okay, there are 9 slides. 2 of them only have 2 problems on them, so they'll go a little bit faster. All right, let's do a little bit of practice from yesterday. I want you to remember, please excuse. I don't know why it's not writing. Oh boy. There we go. Please excuse. You know what? I'm going to get rid of it, and I'm going to use typing. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So please was parentheses. E was, let me space these out a little bit more. Oh boy, this is going to be quite the evening here, folks. All right, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We'll spread that out. E stands for exponent. Excuse. I'll put a little 2 there. A little 2. An itty bitty 2 right there. And it's going to get oh so small because it's an exponent, so it needs to be small. Please excuse. My is multiply. D is divide, and you guys are so clever in using the percentage symbol. A is add, aunt, and Sally, it starts with an S, and it stands for subtract. So there we have it, folks. We are on a roll. Please do things in this order. You will not have any exponents today, so don't worry too much about it. But we will have parentheses, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So with that being said, let's do the first one. 12 minus 2 times 3 plus 4. What will we do first? The first thing we're going to do, what's this? Ooh, faint. Oh, it goes away. Boring. The first thing we're going to do is the parentheses. And inside the parentheses, we have 2 times 3. What is 2 times 3? 2, 4, 6. It is 6. So I'm going to put that there. Now we still have 12 minus. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 12, maybe. Dear computer, please work a little bit better. You are confusing me. We're going to start all over, folks. All right, we said 6 here. Now I'm going to go before that, and I'm going to do 12 minus 6, and then we have the plus 4 on the end and the equal sign. So now our problem looks like this. And let me line it up perfectly so that 2 times 3 is lined up with 6, because 2 times 3 is 6. All right, now we're going to do multiplication and division. We don't have any. So we're going to go on to addition and subtraction. Now, I had some parents contact me yesterday because they're like, we're not getting the right answer. And you don't have to do addition first. You do addition and subtraction at the same time. So the order that you see them. And here we have 12 minus 6 first. So we're going to do 12 minus 6. And 12 minus 6 is what? What is 12 minus 6? 12 minus 6 is 6. And then we have plus 4. So we have 6 plus 4. And our answer is, what'd you get? Hopefully you got 10. Nice. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let me actually go put this back up here. The answer is, it's 10, everyone, 10. All right, now on the next one, we have 2 sets of parentheses. So we're going to do the first one first, the second one second. What is 9 times 3? 9 times 3 is 27. And then what is 4 times 2? 4 times 2 is 8. Now we can do, move please. There we go. Now we can do 27 minus 8 because we have to bring that subtraction symbol down. So 27 minus 8. And we'll go all the way over here. Keep going, keep going. 27 minus 8 is, well, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. That's 8. So our answer is 19. All right. That one was a little less work than this one. It was only, well, I guess it is, say 3 steps here, 2 steps here. All right. We have another slide that's just like that one. Let me put in for you. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. All right. And we have, let me type up, the tiniest, itty bittiest 2 you ever did see for the exponent. All right, come on. Go. Be smaller. Be smaller. Why isn't it letting me make it smaller? You gotta be kidding me. Maybe if I make it bigger first. I tell you, technology is supposed to make things easier, and it sure is not always the truth. There we go. All right, we're going to slide this mammy jammy. Right, there we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding. All right, we can do this. We can do this. There. It's not letting me move it. There we go. No. I have an idea. I just want it to be in the right spot. We'll put it here like this, and then we'll make it smaller. There we go. Finally, 1 million years later. All right, and then we're going to put another text box under here, and we have P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, M stands for multiply, D stands for divide, A stands for add, and S stands for subtract. There we have it. Took us long enough, right? Ms. Witkowski, you are taking the longest time ever. I know. It's technology. Moth just flew by me. There we go. Now they're all lined up nicely. Well, better than what they were. All right, so let's look at 6 times 8 divided by 12. Hopefully you know your 12s, and if not, use that multiplication chart I showed you. So we're going to look for the number that's in the parentheses in the 12s column and then go to the other number, and that will be what the answer is. So we have 6 times 8. What is 6 times 8? 6 times 8 is 6 and 8 went on a date and came back 48. I just love that rhyme. All right, and if I could click in here, I think I saved, yes, I saved the division symbol because it's not on the keyboard. 48 divided by 12. Well, think to yourself, what times 12 equals 48? And that answer is 4. If you multiply 12 times 4, you will get 48. So we only had 2 steps in that one. And then this last one is very similar to the first one on this page, we have 13 plus 7 in the parentheses, so we have to do that. 13 plus 7 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 divided by, divided by 5 equals, well, what times 5 equals 20? The answer is 4. Oh, look at that. They both had the same answer. I wasn't even planning that. Pretty cool if you ask me. All right, so we are going to watch our video today on grouping symbols. And I don't want you to get stressed. I'm going to try to make it fun. I'm going to try to be silly. I just want you to hear it at minimum. I want you to just try your best. If your best is that you don't get them all right, I'm going to be okay with that. I just want you to try, though. All right, it is our last lesson. And we have no sound.
To find a solution where there are parentheses with...
How about we try that again? There we go.
In what order must operations be evaluated to find a solution where there are parentheses within parentheses?
Or, like I said, double parentheses.
Hello! You're probably wondering why there are chairs in front of this garage. Well, that's because there was a garage sale here today. In fact, one of my neighbors stopped by and spent some of her $50. Let's find out what my neighbor bought first. First, my neighbor bought 12 paperback books. She paid $2 for each paperback book, but she didn't stop there. She also bought some hardcover books, too. Let's find out what else she bought. Oh, she bought 3 hardcover books. She must really like to read. You know, hardcover books are more expensive than paperback books. The hardcover books cost her $5 each. So I wonder how much money my neighbor had left after buying all those books. Remember, she started with $50. Why don't we work together and see how we can solve this problem? Come on, let's get going.
I never know when it's going to end properly, and I don't want to talk over top of it.
Let's try this problem using parentheses and brackets. Mary's weekly allowance is $7 and David's weekly allowance is $6. Every week they each spend $3 on lunch. How many weeks will it take them together to save $49? You can use parentheses and brackets to group operations that go together. Operations in grouping symbols are performed first. First, let's write an expression to represent how much Mary and David each save in a week. You know that the amount of money Mary and David save together each week equals the amount Mary saves in 1 week plus the amount David saves in 1 week. What expression represents what Mary saves in 1 week? $7 minus $3. What expression represents what David saves in 1 week?
We have to do 7 minus 3 because she spends $3 on lunch each week.
$6 minus $3. So what expression represents how much money Mary and David save together in 1 week? The difference between $7 and $3 plus the difference between $6 and $3. Next, you need an expression representing how many weeks it will take for Mary and David to save $49. The number of weeks they need to save equals $49 divided by the amount of money Mary and David save together each week. You have an expression for the amount Mary and David save each week, and you can use that expression in the expression representing the number of weeks it takes to save $49. The parentheses separate Mary's weekly savings from David's. The brackets group the savings together, since the sum is the number that divides $49. Now let's do the calculation. When evaluating an expression with different grouping symbols, you perform the operation in the innermost set of grouping symbols first. In this problem, the operations inside the parentheses are done first. Start with the first set of parentheses.
7 minus 3. What is 7 minus 3? 7, 6, 5, 4.
$7 minus $3 equals $4. Now let's do the operation in the next set of parentheses. What's $6 minus $3?
6 minus 3, 6, 5, 4, 3. 3.
$3. Then you perform the operation inside the brackets using the two differences.
4 plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the amount that Mary and David saved together in 1 week is $7. Finally, you can do the division.
49 divided by 7, or what times 7 equals 49? And the answer is
$49 divided by $7 per week equals 7 weeks. So it will take Mary and David 7 weeks to save $49.
It's a lot, but if you take it step by step, it can be easier.
Let's try a problem with 3 types of grouping symbols.
3.
This problem has a pair of braces, 2 pairs of brackets, and 2 pairs of parentheses. In this problem, the parentheses are the innermost pairs of grouping symbols, so we perform the operations within them first. Perform the operation in the first set of parentheses.
8 minus 3 is 8, 7, 6, 5.
8 minus 3 is 5. Perform the operation in the second set of parentheses.
Now, the second set of parentheses is also in the second line, and once we do the parentheses, we get rid of them. So 4 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
4 plus 3 is 7. Now perform the operation in the first set of brackets.
We have 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is
5 times 2 is 10. Perform the operation in the second set of brackets.
7 times 3 is
7 times 3 is 21. Perform the operation within the braces.
Now 10 plus 21 is
10 plus 21 is 31. Finally, perform the last remaining operation.
So we do 5 times 31. That one's not going to be on your multiplication chart, and that's okay. Just work it out best you can. You can do 5 times 1 plus 5 times 30. Or you could do it old-fashioned style where you stack the 31 on top and the 5 on the bottom. Either way, your answer should be
5 times 31 is 155. So the solution to this expression is 155. Use what you know about the order of operations and grouping symbols to evaluate this problem. Click on the operation you should do first.
Okay, so there's subtract, multiply, add, and subtract. We want to look for the parentheses on the most inside, and that's going to be 6 minus 2.
That's right. The parentheses are the innermost grouping symbol, so the operation that's within them is performed first. Perform the operation within the parentheses.
6 minus 2 is 6. 5, 4. So the answer is 4.
That's right. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Click on the operation you should do next.
So what is the most inside in this expression? It's going to be the brackets, the square ones, and that's 3 plus 4.
That's right. Now the brackets are the innermost grouping symbol, so the operation that's within them is performed next. Perform the operation within the brackets.
3 plus 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our answer is 7.
That's right. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Click on the operation you should do next.
So we are out of parentheses and we're out of brackets, but we still have braces. So we need to do what's inside the braces, which is 4 times 7.
That's right. The operation that's within the braces is done now. Perform the operation within the braces.
4 times 7 is 28. I don't know why it's bringing up old numbers that I've put in.
That's right. 4 times 7 is 28.
Now, this one,
Perform the last operation to find the solution to the expression.
I remember that subtraction is the opposite of addition. So I'm going to start at 28 and count up to 36. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So I have 8. The answer is 8.
That's right. 36 minus 28 equals 8.
Nope.
Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
So I promise you, I will go nice and slow here. I no longer need this or this or this. I do need this. We have 6 slides left. I think you're going to be okay. All right, Mary's weekly allowance is $8 and David's weekly allowance is $5. Every week, they each spend $2 on lunch. Write a numerical expression to show how many weeks it will take them together to save enough money to buy a video game for $45. Remember, we can use some strategies like underlining to help us with that. So it says underline Mary's weekly allowance and how much she spends. Well, let me get my highlighter out here. Mary, every week they spend $2 on lunch. So Mary's allowance is $8 minus $2. And I'm going to circle David's. Let me switch to my pen. Circle David's weekly allowance and how much he spends. David's weekly allowance is $5 and he also spends $2 on lunch. So now we have the information that we need. It says use parentheses and brackets to write an expression. You can use parentheses and brackets to group operations that go together. Operations in parentheses and brackets are performed first. Step 1. Write an expression to represent how much Mary and David save each week. How much money does Mary save each week? Well, think. She starts with $8, but then she spends, so take it away, she spends $2. Okay? Then each week, how much money does David save each week? Well, same thing. Think about how much he gets each week. He starts with $5 each week, and he also spends $2 each week, so 5 minus 2. How much money do Mary and David save together each week? So what we need to do here is we need to do 8 minus, I guess I need my dollar signs, right? $8 minus $2 plus $5 minus $2. And 8 minus 2 is 6. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, so that's going to help us out on the next slide. Now it says step 2, write an expression to represent how many weeks it will take Mary and David to save enough money for the video game. Well, if I go back here, that video game costs $45. So that needs to be the number in front. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to put $45 there. 45 divided by, and then it was our whole expression that we came up with for Mary and David. So Mary saved $8, but she spent $2. And add, David saved $5, but he also spent $2. So we have our expression 8 minus 2 plus 5 minus 2. So if we do 8 minus 2 first, let me check the next slide. Whoops. Okay. Let's solve this then. So 8 minus 2 is, let me see if I can write now. 8 minus 2 is 6, we said, plus 5 minus 2 is 3. Now these are still in brackets here. Those brackets are there and there. What is 6 plus 3? 6 plus 3 is 9. Now we can divide 45 by 9. And 45 divided by 9 is 6. No, not 6, 5. Pull it together, Witkowski. 9 times 5 is 45. So 45 divided by 9 is 5. So it would take them 5 weeks to save $45 to get that video game. It's a pretty accurate price. No, some video games are even more expensive than that. All right, this says evaluate expressions with grouping symbols. When evaluating an expression with different grouping symbols, parentheses, brackets, and braces, perform the operation in the innermost set of grouping symbols first, evaluating the expression from the inside out. Juan gets $6 for his weekly allowance and spends $4 of it. His sister Tina gets $7 for her weekly allowance and spends $3 of it. Their mother's birthday is in 4 weeks. If they spend the same amount each week, how much money can they save together in that time to buy her a present? So the first thing we need to do is we need to write an expression using parentheses and brackets. And the 4 represents the number of weeks. 6 minus 4 is Juan's. And 7 minus 3 is Tina's. Let me make that a little bit smaller if I can. Wonderful. Now we need to see how much money they can save together so that they can go in and buy their mother a present for her birthday. Now we're going to perform the operations in the parentheses first. So 6 minus 4 is 2. And 7 minus 3 is 4. 7, 6, 5, 4. 4. So now we have 4 times 2 plus 4. Well, now we can do what's inside the bracket. And inside the bracket, it says 2 plus 4. And 2 plus 4 is 6. Then we can multiply 4 times 6. And 4 times 6 is 24. So they will have $24 in 4 weeks. So Juan and Tina will be able to save $24 for their mother's birthday present in 4 weeks. And the next one says, what if only Tina saves any money? Will this change the numerical expression? It will. It'll take out that first set of parentheses, and so it'll be a much shorter problem to do. But you guys did great. All right, let's look at the next slide. It says, perform the operations in parentheses first. Let me get my handy dandy highlighter out here. In parentheses. So we have 5 minus 2 and 2 minus 4. So we have 5 minus 2 is 3, and they moved that there for us. Now we're going to do 2 plus 4, and 2 plus 4 is 6. But we also need to carry that 2 and put it over there on the other end. So we'll put that 2 there. Now it says perform the operations in the brackets. Well, we have one set of brackets here. 3 times 3 is 9. And 6 times 2 is 12. Now we perform the operations in the braces, and that's right here. 9 plus 12. 12, I'm going to start with and go up 9. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm going to put 21 here. And now we can multiply. 4 times 21. Well, I'm actually going to do it like this down here. I'm going to do 4 times 20 equals 4 times 2 is 8, and then there's a 0. And then I'm going to add that to 4 times 1 equals 4. And then I can add 80 plus 4, and I get 84. And then just for sanity's sake, I'm going to put this. Oh, that is so straight and lovely. There we go. So 80 plus 4 is 84. So our answer is 84. And we can carry on to the next page. Told you they'd go by pretty quick. All right, here's where we're starting. 32 divided by 3 times 2 plus 7 minus 6 minus 4 plus 7. We're going to do that first. Okay, so inside the parentheses first, let me get my handy dandy highlighter out here. We have parentheses there and there. So it doesn't have anything here for us, so we have to be careful. What is 3 times 2? That's the first one that we need to put in. 3 times 2 is 6. Then we're going to use that 7 that's also in that bracket, and we're going to carry it right there. We didn't have to do anything to it. Then I'm just going to slide this over since it's really lined up and it looks really great. Maybe. There we go. Now, our second parentheses is 6 minus 4, and 6 minus 4 is 2. And then that 7 is there all by its lonesome, so we can put the 7 there. Now, we can perform the operations in the brackets. The brackets are the square ones. So first we have 6 plus 7. What is 6 plus 7? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 13. And then we have the other set that's over here, 2 plus 7. I'm going to start with 7 and go up 2. So 7, 8, 9. So now we have 13 minus, where are you? 13 minus 9. Now we can perform the operation that's in the braces, and that's 13 minus 9. 13 minus 9 is 4. Hopefully you were able to get that. And now we can do 32 divided by 4. Well, think of the opposite. What times 32 equals, what times 4 equals 32? And that answer is 8. Okay? So if you just do each spot, read the words carefully, do what those words say, you're gonna be okay. All right, I have one slide left, and it has 3 problems. One of them is started off for us. We can do this. I am confident that we can. All right, so let's start with parentheses. We have 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5 is 10. Then we have 9 minus 3, and we need to do that one. 9 minus 3 is 6. Then we can do what's inside the brackets, and 10 plus 6 is 16. And then we can do 12 plus 16. Forgive me, my touchscreen computer died, and so I'm very carefully drawing all of these. So 6 plus 2 is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So our answer is 28. All right, let's try number 2. We have to do what's in the parentheses first. And let me get my handy dandy highlighter. Yellow. So 26 minus 4 is 22. Then we need to do 4 plus 6, and 4 plus 6 is 10. So our new problem now is going to look like this. Let me carefully type it out. We have 5 times bracket 22, and then this minus sign, minus, and then our answer here was 10, bracket. Now we can do what's inside the brackets, and it's 22 minus 10. 22 minus 10 is 12. Okay, so now our new problem is 5 times 12. And hopefully you know that the answer to that is 60. If you don't know your 12s yet, that's all right. Take some time to practice. 5 times 12 is 60. All right, one last problem, and I believe in you. All right, let's do parentheses first. So we have 18 minus 10. 18 minus 10 is not 9, it's 8. And then we have minus. And then the other one there is 8 minus 6, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So now our new problem is 36 divided by, it's still there, yes, bracket, 8 minus 2, bracket. Okay, now we can do what's inside the bracket, and what's inside the bracket is 8 minus 2, and 8 minus 2 is 6. So now our new problem is going to be 36 divided by 6, and that equals, what times 6 equals 36? Well, 6 times 6 equals 36. So 36 divided by 6 equals 6. All right, I think you've got it. If you need help from me, I am available today. Don't feel bad about contacting me. Not very many people have contacted me yet. I can always jump on a video with you again and walk you through it with just you and me, or you and me and a couple other people that are struggling. So just keep me in the loop. I can't read your minds. All right.